It's a Monday, very shaky as you might experience currently. On the road to Chinese supermarket in Quincy. Unlike Aldi, it is a very supermarket and it's totally Chinese. I grew up eating Chinese food and have staples that I always return to. But this time I'm going to venture outside of said staples and try new things I've never tried before. And that is always fun. Okay, see you there. Welcome to Quincy, the land of the three and the home of the cheese. And the store of interest is 99 Ranch Market, right next to these. Like, that's pretty good. How is this snow then? Ah! Oh my god, do you think it's blind? Do you think it's me? Oh my god, I just opened his face. I want extra hot. This is sundubu, which is Korean. I like Korean sundubu. Luncheon Loaf stands for spam, my favorite. Every time I go into this section, I see matcha and food. And pork is what you need in dumplings. This is katsu, which is really good. I just watched a bunch of videos on katsu and I started salivating heavily. I think I want tonkatsu. Like when I lived in New York City, everyone who was like really cool in their 20s would go out to these cafes and get Horlicks. It was like a thing that everyone did. This is one of the things that they did. Oh look, it's pandan! Pandan. White curry noodles. It looks like there's some shrimp in here or something, right? It looks like, is it hot sauce? Chili sauce? Ooh, if that's hot sauce, then this is it. This is it for me. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's do it. Here we have the most famous man in China called, I don't think I know his name actually. His brand is Loaf. If you don't know him, then you don't know chili. Well, maybe I should try some mushroom. Let's try this one. Yeah. Mas queso. Okay. It says mais, which is corn, but I didn't see. Alright. And I think that's a big candidate prize. See, there's pure guava, pure ube, and then halo, which who knows what that is. It's tropical. I think I'm gonna go with corn cheese. So many snacks. I want this one. Because it's on sale, it's so hard to get. Is it? Okay, I think I want mala, so these are mala. Oh, the spicy duck tongue is expensive for the novelty. Oh, I don't know how it is. I'm scared. I think we have enough now. Yeah, that's enough for a day. We're back in the apartment of myself and we're gonna be trying all the food that we just bought from 99 Ranch Market. Obviously. I'm so excited to eat all the food I just bought. First up, we've got sundubu soup kit extra hot. Obviously, I was craving the 1750 milligrams of sodium, 76% of everything I need sodium-wise for the day. So that's very nice. I also purchased Asian Taste Luncheon Loaf composed of chicken and pork, smoke already included. It looks very interesting.
like all Spam does. And look at this, carne preparada. Pretend like I can still speak Spanish. If you open it up, you can see that it does not look great. So we're gonna close that right now. All right, so here we go. So this is what it looks like after. You know. All right, let's try it. Wafting the aromas. Nice aromas. Okay, so this is what it looks like in a little bit of an angle. It smells better than it looks. Oh, I missed. Oh. This is very good. It's got a little kick in there, but it could have been a lot worse. Actually, this is very manageable. Oh, that's good. I like the tofu the best. It's giving me the sweats. I actually just want to eat more tofu. Oh my gosh, actually, can I just eat more tofu? Classic sundubu, really like melt in your mouth tofu, very soft, completely fall apart. Doesn't look the most attractive, but hey, let's try Spam. It didn't taste good at first, but when you bite into it, you get the Spam taste. The Spam taste. Yeah, do it. Do it especially with either some sort of meat, shrimp, mushrooms, egg, whatever you want, whatever you have. That's the Korean way. Whatever you have, just do it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna try is Chinese chive. The E is hiding behind the pockets. And that in Chinese is 韭菜盒. Just kidding, that's 4 characters. So yes, 韭菜盒子. I need to brush up on my characters. Always ready whenever you want. Well, I want now. Great, so this is where it's coming from. This is what it looks like. Let's do a little bit of a 180 or however long my arm can stretch view of this. Look at how thick this is. Oh, and by the way, this is obviously dipping sauce. So I don't know that everyone eats 韭菜盒子 or chive pockets with dipping sauce, but I like to eat it because it just makes everything taste better. See the little things on top? That is garlic powder. Other ingredients include and some other things that I forgot. But that's fine because I will remember them soon. All right. I need help here. Also It is too that. There's too much of the chives in it. There's like nothing else. I can't really taste much else in there. I feel like an old lady chopping watermelon. I mean, it's good if you're starving, but you can save almost anything when you dip it in something that is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. So it's like by itself, chive pockets, like 5 out of 10 maybe. With hot oil and dipping sauce, 7. So next is Horlicks, the great family nourisher. It looks like it has a lot of advantages, including strong body, strong bones, energy release, just lots of energy to share with the world. Muscle function, look at this, very happy family. Looks like they're having it hot. I am having it cold, and we'll see if it is a mistake or not. So here I have a iced version of it, and we're not gonna do a close-up there. It smells pretty good actually. Doesn't mix very well with the water. What in my life tastes like this? Maybe it's just oat milk, but it just got this faint kind of like nutty, wants to be deeper, but isn't quite there yet type of flavor. I think if I was really thirsty, I would have got the same problem as the Chive's pockets. You know, remember like when you have a Starbucks drink or some sort of like a iced coffee with some milk or something that you've like just gotten fresh? It's like half an hour later after you've left it accidentally because your friend called you and you came back and drank out of the straw and realized that you're drinking more ice than you are like whatever you ordered. Maybe whatever portion size they recommend, you just accidentally pour a little more in there. And it'll taste better. Very 5-ish out of 10. Okay, pork tonkatsu fritter. So this was frozen, uncooked before, and now wonderfully cooked. So I've had this over ramen before. I don't think I've ever had it by itself. It's been stolen from me in the past. So this is pretty much like my first time ever having it. Completely fried all the way through. Yeah, this is especially good because I think the crumminess of it makes it stand apart from everything else. Usually when something's deep fried, like the whole thing is just through and through crispy, but like the extra texture that the crumbs sort of bring, it's sort of like the melt in your mouth, completely crunched through breadiness. It's definitely like an 7.5, 8. Got my chopsticks ready for pandan white curry noodles. And this is like thick chili oil, THICC. Red chef sounds like a legit chef. All right, pandan white curry noodles. Let's meet together right now, very intimately. It smells like chili peppers. I'm expecting a little bit of creaminess because it's like white curry. I don't see any white in here though.
Need something to hold it with, honey. Is it too hot?
Need something to hold it with, honey? Is it too hot for you? No, I'm too hot for it.
Got a safety net. Oh, this pepper smell is... I'm expecting great things from this. It smells like the pepper that it tastes like. In Chinese, it's called qiang, where like your nose coughs. It's overwhelming and it like takes up your nose and you like want to cough. Like, except to like more dimension. I mean, there is
Cinnamon, fennel, chili,
they spelled cinnamon, C-I-N-A-N-M-O-N, cinnamon. So maybe there's a new kind of herb that came out before we had a chance to meet.
Chinese clove, enhancers, monosodium things,
Oh, anchovies.
yeast extract,
Typical white pepper. Maybe it's white pepper. That all comes through, guys. It's like, I would say 30% curry flavor. That's so good. Let me try the soup by itself. Yeah, that's even better. This is a soup dumpling. Frozen soup dumplings, mini soupy buns filled with pork and crab roe, which is hence Happy Mr. Crab. And for dipping sauce, lo gamma. Yep, I don't know what that translates into, but the literal transliteration is old dry mom. So that can't be right because this guy looks stunning, not dry or old. This particular one with mushroom, hence mushroom chunks. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit of chili oil to my soup spoon, the boat on which my dumpling will float. Just give me 1 second. You're supposed to take the hat off of the dumpling. I see this hat is completely gone now. It's like fatter. Oh, that is salty. Who could take that? Unless it was like some ramen master, because apparently ramen has like thousands of grams of sodium. So let me just try the dumpling by itself. Okay, that was definitely the chili oil. So three things about this. First, Pork is pretty on point, tastes like pork. Without the soup, can suffer a little bit, so make sure you preserve the soup. The crab, less present and slightly disappointing, doesn't have its personality retained. It's like someone who just follows you around and doesn't really have anything of their own to say. But with the help of mushroom laogama chili soy sauce, this is a pretty good, wholesome soup dumpling experience. If you see this at your local Asian market, stop and think about it. Here we are at last. Premium Magnolia Tropical ice cream. Maíz queso, which is quite literally corn and cheese. I've been excited about this for a long time. And I have never had corn cheese ice cream before. Look at how good that looks. But sometimes you get the stubborn layer of ice. I'm just gonna pull that back a little, mow the lawn. I have now delicately excavated this, so I'm gonna eat it now. I'm struggling to find where the corn is. Let me purify this grain of corn for you. But I'm also now doubting how chewy this is. It might be cheese. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's cheese infused corn. It doesn't really taste like cheese or corn. Are they tricking you? If you really think about it, what does it mean to taste like corn? Sweet? Creamy? A little bit juicy? Who even knows? I don't really have strong corn receptors. The texture of actual corn that you bite down on is what I associate with the taste of corn. I haven't really had corn tasting things unless it's an Asian candy that is shaped like corn and makes me think of corn when I eat it. But it doesn't taste specifically of cheese or corn. I think that's why I keep eating this, because I'm so confused. But it might be this entire tub before I find the answer. How many calories are in this? Huh? Despite me continuously putting it in my mouth, I might be a little bit disappointed by this. Yeah. I would give it like a 6.5 out of 10. You guys might disagree with me, but I don't find this color that appetizing. I found the corn. It's a real piece. I thought they just like mashed it all up and threw it in there. No, they retained them. This is what frozen corn tastes like. If you take that whole bag of frozen corn you just bought and just stick it in your mouth, that's probably what this tastes like. But there's real corn in here. That's proof. So we have cut mala duck tongue open. Usually these are individually packaged, but they say that vacuum packaging extends shelf life. So all of these tongues are now completely contained together. We're gonna have to separate them. All right, so I can see there's lots of juice, and this looks irrevocably like chili oil, really getting the mala. The very numbingly spicy, oily. But I promise you, once you get past the texture, there's all sorts of interesting textures that have been malad. So here we are, a duck tongue. I'm not gonna think too much about like the anatomy of this thing, right? Because we all know what it is. Some YouTubers like to kind of just pressure test some of the things they eat, but I'm not really sure that I want to know that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop it in. Oh my God. So, not to be gross, but there are bones in this. I'm just gonna set that aside. Okay, so now I'm curious about like if they're all bony. This one's bigger. It's got my throat a little bit. I mean, it's not gross. It's just like, why are there bones in this? I thought tongues did. Okay, we're not gonna talk too much about that. It's we all see this, the weight and responsiveness here in this situation. I'm just gonna try again to see if there's anything different about the second one. Yep. It also has a bone. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, the flavor is good, guys. Like, this is like 150% legit mala flavor. But the substance of what is inside, and then just the way that it interacts with you as you realize that it's not what you're expecting. I can't even say it's sort of. I think it just ruins the experience for me. I mean, I could see myself over time kind of trying to like it more. I don't think I'd ever quite get to the point where I'd actually enjoy it. A lot disappointing. Not a knock on mala, but definitely a knock on the way that these people prepared the duck tongue. I'm not really sure why there is a bone in here. So let's put that down now. Okay, so there actually is a lot more to eat. There are a lot of snacks still from the market. We went to 99 Ranch this time. International from different Asian countries, but really just a great variety. So stay tuned for more snacks from this store. Of the things that we've tried today that were cooked, my two favorite, I would say, would have to be the panko tonkatsu and the ramen. The pandan white curry ramen. Go get yourself a bowl of that. And my least favorite would probably be the very frozen bits of disappointing corn ice cream. I would say stay away from that. And then, of course, the also ever surprising bony duck tongues. I'm not sure that I would ever recommend that. So that's a wrap for today. And next time I look forward to trying more snack items that aren't fully cooked. But until then, thanks and bye.